The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. My name is Dave-Kanyan. Thank you for dumbing it down. You ready to dumb it down today? That's great. I'm so glad you're all enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic. I'm here with a good friend of mine. We're here at the Dumbing It Down with Dave studios, at the La Cortona, room 103. And I'm here for Podcast Movement 2017. It's Friday, and it's August 25th. Right now, where I'm recording it, it's 7:47 in the morning, and we're going to do a little impromptu show here. This is unlike any show I've ever done, where I've done it in my car, in my 2008 Kia Rio LX, as I commute to and from work, and while you listen to my commute, enjoying your commute, listening to the fastest podcast on earth, also the dumbest podcast. Anyway, so let me get right to it. If we have a chance, we'll do a mileage report sometime later in the show. I don't have any mileage to report. I could report maybe 3,000 miles of a flight. How about that? So I'll do that real quick before I bring in my guest. This mileage report is brought to you by Pipe Dream. Pipe Dream from the producers of ComedyPipe.com. Actually, it's ComedyPipe.com produces Pipe Dream. You know how it goes. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, anywhere you are in the world, just tune in to the internet at Pipe Dream and ComedyPipe.com. They're also on YouTube, so you can watch it and you can listen to it on the stream. Anywhere you are in the world, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, listen to Mike, also known as 3D, and his co-host and his special guest. All right, there you go. That's the Pipe Dream plug. Folks, I'm here at Podcast Movement at the Dumbing It Down with Dave Studios at the La Cortona Inn. And I don't know if I'm in downtown Anaheim or uptown Anaheim, but anywhere I am is uptown Anaheim. And I have a story to tell you. I'm here at Podcast Movement. It's a festival, it's a conference all about podcasting. And I'm here with a friend of mine, a good friend of mine now. I consider him a good friend, and maybe even a future producer. I put him through the ringer this morning. I had him do a couple of tasks for me. I want to introduce to you, and by the way, we're not doing any lavalier mics. We're just talking into the Dumbing It Down with Dave Studios tablet here, and the Spreaker. Thank you, Spreaker. The Spreaker tablet desktop application here. I want to introduce to you from Entreneato, Entreneato podcast that you can find on Stitcher and iTunes, and he'll let us know anywhere else that I've left out. I want to introduce to you, I think from Ohio, Matt-neff. Matt-neff.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave. Thank you. It's incredible how they know when to clap.
They're very good.
They're sharp.
They're very sharp. They're on top of it. They're a good audience.
You have a giant applause card, though.
They're the best Spreaker live audience I've ever had. So Let me tell you about Matt-neff. Matt-neff and I, we'll tell them how we met.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Great.
If you want to jump in at any time, you feel like I'm getting the information wrong.
Yeah.
There's a thing called Google Docs. I don't even know what that is. Do you know what that is?
It's it's essentially a social media platform now that we're using to...
Yes. It's where men go to meet.
It's the clunkiest way
right.
to hang out. Instead of Facebook or Instagram, just Google Docs, Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
It's very professional.
Right. So you've heard of Grindr, and you've heard of, what's the other one? The Tinder and all those other ones. So Matt and I met on Google Docs. So Podcast Movement has a thing called Google Docs where they posted ride shares and room shares. Well,
it was great. It was awesome.
It's great. It's great. If it works, I don't know how many people had success with it.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea to follow up and email everybody. Say, how did it work for you?
Yeah.
But so I already had booked the room at the La Cortona, and Matt had Airbnb'd it.
Yep.
You were Airbnb'ing it, and but you had a little bit of a commute. Was that your deal?
Yep. Yeah. So I had an Airbnb, reserved. It was my first time. And it was a good rate, but it was still about 7 minutes away. So I would have to commute and Uber every day, and that would have been way more expensive.
But now that you went through the conference, you realized that 7 minutes away would have been horrible.
Oh yeah,
because you would always be having to go, and you'd always have to be including that 7 minutes. Now we actually have a 5-minute walk. So
is
there a difference?
Yeah, and also there's a friend of mine who lives here. said sometimes Anaheim's referred to as Anacrime, so that made it like a 5-minute walk seem like 4 hours.
Right,
it seemed very treacherous.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
But it's safe here on the compound, whatever the convention center. Compound.
Yeah, it's very safe here. It's a beautiful place.
We love Anaheim.
Yeah, it's a great city.
Yeah, Anaheim. Thank you, Anaheim.
Perfect weather. Yeah.
Yeah, we did have good weather.
Yeah,
good enough.
really good.
Especially indoors was fantastic.
Yeah, never changed.
Never changed.
It's just a consistent 72 degrees.
Yes. So I emailed Matt and said, "Hey, man, I saw your name there," and I stalked him first. I checked him out through my
binoculars,
my
Facebook.
Yes, binoculars, Facebook. I did everything in my NSA futile attempts to check him out. And you had a legitimate podcast and a website and all this other stuff. And I said, "Hey, that seems like a trustworthy guy." I don't know why, but I felt that. I got that vibe.
That's good. Yeah. So I get this email, and I'm new at all this stuff too, and I've never like roomed with a stranger before, so it was interesting. So Dave emails me. I forget that he emailed me. I kind of got lost in the shuffle, and he emailed me again.
Story of my life.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
You know how many men I haven't met because of that?
You just got to be more diligent. I don't know what to tell you. Send 2 emails. So the second email, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Dave, I forgot. So I was thinking, I don't know, this guy could be an axe murderer. I have no idea. So I started researching a little bit. No. So we ended up talking for 45 minutes, hitting it off. We have this like deaf connection, which is great. And,
right. Yeah, because they know my parents are deaf, and I did the coda thing, but they don't know your mom taught.
Yeah, my mom does sign language and taught in schools, and I went to a deaf church for a while. And,
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for revealing that to the audience before you revealed it to me.
Sure. Yeah, I still have to the good stuff. We've only been hanging out for 4 days.
Our relationship isn't at that point yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So I'm closer with your listeners than I am with someone I shared a room with for 4 days.
All right, I'm going to go shower now. See you later.
Yeah, I'll take over, Dave. Thanks, great.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Matt-neff Show. There we go.
Taking over. Shaking things up.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I just come in and I take over people's shows, and that's it. No, but it was good. So we had a great time. Hosteletakeover.com.
Right.
But yeah, it was good. So Dave and I talked for about 45 minutes, and I got to know his show. And
on a Sunday morning, on my last day of work, I come home, and I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting on my chair, and my wife is to my left on the couch looking at me on the laptop.
Yep.
And you and I were were we going instant messengers? Or were we?
I don't know how we started.
Isn't it amazing?
I emailed you, and I gave you my... I know.
Oh, yeah, right. You
I gave you my email, and I gave you my cell. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so we would probably instant messaging, and then we got on the phone. And that's when the magic happened.
Right. So we started talking. Great, he's got this adorable New York accent, and
adorable.
I've been slowly taking it over. So cute. So I've slowly been butchering this New York accent. So I'm apologizing now. It might be Dave talking because I'm doing it so well you can't even tell. It changes 7 times.
You're doing an interior designer. I don't know who you are.
I go male to female. I don't even know. I've become this old. 67-year-old lady from Long Island. Smokes.
You're like Liberace from Bensonhurst. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm all over the place.
Just hacking away.
It's so enduring. It's so endearing, though. But I did about 3 years ago. It's me, Matt. It's Matt again. I'm talking because I know it's dead on impression. But my wife and I went like 3 years ago to New York City, and I went in 6th grade when I was a kid. But I don't remember that. I was just trying to put my arm around Melissa Mazzy, this girl I had a crush on at the time, and I did.
What's her name again?
Melissa Mazzy.
Melissa. You're lost, buddy.
It was actually a woman. You have to call her buddy. So it was a girl.
But I'm from New York. See, that's one of the innuendos. That's one of the nuances that you don't get about my accent.
Yeah.
I don't care if she's a woman. She's buddy.
I know. It's just funny.
I could have said the other B word, which would have been a lot worse. But I'm trying to keep this clean for your listeners,
Brisket. I appreciate that. So, so that was the 6th grade thing.
Brisket.
So, I don't know. The other B word. That's offensive because you're Jewish. Is that offensive?
You just offended all the Jews that listen to my show.
I'm
the
so
other
sorry.
B word is brisket?
Yes.
How dare you? You anti-Semite.
Cloven hoof.
You church-going anti-Semite.
Four-footed beast. Okay. Sorry.
What?
I went Mel Gibson.
Four-footed beast?
Yeah, that's from Revelation. It's the whole thing.
Oh, jeez.
So anyways, I apologize. I digress.
Thank God this is all in the script.
Yeah. Okay. This is all word for word. I'm reading this.
Thank God we rehearsed. Go ahead.
Went to New York City. Absolutely loved it. It was incredible. I came out of our hotel. We stayed at, what's the name of the hotel? Row.
The Plaza?
The Row, NYC. Catty-corner to a Shake Shack. I don't know if that helps anybody.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Come out, and I saw Kenny Crane from, I think it's Kenny something. He was a character on, that was his name or something, on Seinfeld.
Oh.
I don't know if you're a Seinfeld fan.
Yeah, but I don't know the
The only
character.
celebrity I saw.
Okay. There was a Shake Shack even back then?
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one you were...
in sixth grade. No,
Oh,
no,
we're
I
past
moved
the
from sixth grade.
story.
Yeah, that was
okay,
it.
now you're on the...
Now, my wife and I
were
there, and yeah, it was great. Loved it. Loved the city. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
The best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yes.
Over by the Broadway district.
Yeah.
Central Park. Oh, my gosh.
It was all good.
So it's
a
one of
big
those
island.
people that, is not from... I'm from Northeast Ohio, Youngstown, Warren area. Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Shout out to Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah, Boom Boom Mancini's from there. Jim Trafficant, just...
Are these friends of yours? I know Boom Boom Mancini.
No, I don't know him.
Who's Jim?
Jim is was a crooked congressman.
Oh,
so yeah.
Does he own the hardware store in downtown, wherever you're from?
Probably,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway, all right, so my wife's on my couch, and I'm on the chair, and I'm on the phone, and you're on the phone, and your wife is, where was she? Where were you?
She was on a laptop on the couch.
Okay.
But she wasn't worried. I don't know, because she knows that I talk to a lot of people. She was not even worried.
Oh, my wife was totally worried. She was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? And then, so we agree that we're going to do this. We kind of fall in love on the phone.
Yeah.
And then we agreed that we're going to do this. And then you transferred cash to me over the internet.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
You helped me
freaking your wife out.
Yeah, freaking my wife out. Like, what are you doing?
Show sponsor,
Right.
the Cash App by
Go
Square.
ahead.
It's incredible. So there's the Square app that everybody loves.
Right.
The little swipe chip thing.
Yes.
Square Cash has a Cash App. You can sign up for it.
Yeah.
And send, I think if you send over $50, you each get $10 for just using it for free. They don't take any money out like PayPal. Wah, wah. So it's pretty great.
Wait a minute. We did a little bit more than $50.
Well, I know. I'm just saying for listeners, if the person wants to sign up, it's over $50.
Oh,
They're not paying us to say this, but
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
no.
All
So
right.
so I used the Square Cash App to send Dave $120.
Square
It's good.
Cash.
Yeah, Square
Available
Cash.
on Apple, on Android, and
And your
iOS.
phone was broken. You got on a laptop. Is bizarre. I didn't think you could do that.
Oh, I
so.
did it. Yeah, I did it on my PC.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you transferred the money, and I didn't really care how you did it, and we did it. We agreed.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then
It was great.
And here we are. You're alive.
Right.
Tell everybody. I tell you what. Here's interesting. We didn't discuss any of this.
Yeah.
Tell people what it's like to live with me. Tell people what it's like to hang out
Oh
with
well,
me.
let me
Sing
give
my
this setup.
praises.
I will. That's what I'm going to do.
Are you comfortable? You want a chair?
Let me paint the picture. So we got this. It's a decent hotel.
We have a beautiful room.
Yeah.
We have a big vista overlooking the pool. If we can get past this Lexus.
That's a puddle. Yeah. Oh, that's the pool.
Oh, that's
there.
a puddle.
That is the.
And there's snails all over the place.
There's a snail. I saw a snail stuck to the door, and the walls are super thin. I heard a baby crying. I just fell asleep.
That was me.
And then there was a baby crying
That was me.
somewhere.
I insist that was me.
I swear it was in our room. It
I
was
was in
freaky.
the bathroom. I had an episode.
I thought it was a haunted, room.
It is
in
so weird.
Disneyland.
But this baby's crying all over this place.
Yeah.
They're in the cafeteria. They're at the pool.
Yeah.
There are babies everywhere.
Babies cry. That's what they
Yeah.
do. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just heard baby crying, and somebody answered the phone call.
What's
It
the
sounded
character of
like
the
they were in our room.
snail in the movie?
Turbo.
Turbo. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are turbos everywhere.
Turbo was hanging out.
This one really. I forgot to tell you. I'm not going to pause the show, but when
That's
it came
fine.
in, there was one on the floor
Ew,
right outside the
gross.
door. So I thought how funny it would be if I got down next to it and you took a picture of me and like me talking to Turbo. We can Instagram that.
Interview. Yeah.
Turbo.
It's exclusive.
All right, so if you know who Turbo is, the character, the snail from the movie, whatever the movie's called.
Turbo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the star?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I missed out on that movie.
It was going to be called Fast Snail, but they changed it to Turbo.
Was it really?
No, I'm just teasing. It'd be a horrible name.
Why are you teasing me?
I don't know.
I trust you.
I know.
You lure me in.
I'm selling out. I'm
Okay.
just selling out. I
Okay.
do this to my friends, and then I I turn on them.
Yes. How many friends
Live.
do you have anymore?
Not a lot.
Okay.
One
Me
at a
either.
time.
I have started with 0.
Yeah.
But you had some and you lost them.
Yeah.
I have none.
So you were talking about what's it like to live with you.
Okay, you're right.
But I want to lead up to
Go ahead.
the things you did before, which
Yeah.
is super sweet. So,
Okay. Oh, okay.
so Dave gets in a day early, and he's texting me play-by-plays. He probably texted me 8 times, which was great. And I'm telling my
who's
wife
counting?
this. Yeah, I'm all safe.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I'll do it in my really, really authentic Brooklyn accent, my Jewish Brooklyn accent. Here we go. I sound like I'm smoking so many cigarettes that I've become a woman.
I'm Phyllis Dillon now.
I have curls in my hair. Oh, forget about it.
Can you man up this impression to something?
I can only do like an elderly New York.
From here. Do it from here. There you go, right there. Remember chutzpah.
I'm going to spit on your laptop. Chutzpah.
Don't do it. Don't spit on the laptop.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. So I start getting texts from Dave, play-by-plays, live tweets essentially, and he said, he's like, oh, the room's great. You're going to love it. I'm going to see about getting us extra towels. And What else did you text me? Oh, you're like, oh, you got to check out the hot tub. He's like, I didn't charge you enough. The hot tub and the pool are great.
Yeah.
You know?
At the end of it all, I was like, I really undercharged you. Seriously, buddy, I undercharged you. The hot tub is awesome. Not in our room. And the pool. It's really, you haven't used it, have you?
I haven't even used it.
We really should just go out there and not miss these last couple of sessions.
Yeah,
just smoke cigars.
Hot tub time. Yeah.
Hot tub time.
Cigars under the stars, but it's daylight. But so he's giving me the play-by-play, and I'm laughing. I'm like, this is so nice. So Dave is, honestly, he's a very polite, conscientious, giving, caring person. He's very thoughtful. So it was great. And he's like, oh, and I checked for bed bugs too. I didn't see any. They're good. You know, I did check my bed. You know, but that's fine.
No. And do you know why?
I checked my bed. I found a hair in it, which was a little like shady.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you really? I didn't know that.
Down by the feet. And I was like, I don't think they changed these sheets. And we did the.
I don't put my feet down. I sleep in a fetal position.
How short are you? I'm 6'4", so
Yeah.
I fell out the whole bed. I slept catty corner. But
I love the way you're waving with your arm to describe.
Like people can
people see.
It's this New Yorker thing, you know. I'm Italian.
There you go.
Yeah, so it was great. Dave was great, and you can tell him about the machine. I don't know if you want to tell him about the.
They know about the CPAP, but tell them what you called me.
What did I? Oh, okay. So I was telling my wife all these texts, and I'm like, Dave is awesome. Look at all the stuff he's doing, and sending pictures. He sent me like 4 pictures of the room.
I don't know.
The toilet, the beds.
I wanted you to feel comfortable because I figured you're.
I love it.
I'm so concerned for your welfare.
I know, it's adorable.
To appreciate that.
It's great. No, I'm not saying it's bad.
Because you took a big chance on rooming with you don't know what.
Yeah, I know. It could have been horrible.
I lured you in real good. I sweetened you up, man.
I know.
I was so nice on the phone.
It's because
I was funny.
Because I'm kind of cheap, and so you were like, man, this is a good deal.
Yeah.
You know? So it could have totally been a setup. Like, I could murder this guy for $120.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I woke up the next day, which was good because I didn't know what was going to happen. And then he didn't know if I was an axe murderer. I don't know.
I had no idea. But I didn't care because I don't want my life to go on that much longer anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
I'm done. I've done everything I needed to do.
So, tempting God, as they say.
I was done at episode 45. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Tempting God. But, you know what? But I did want you. I knew that you took an incredible risk.
Yeah.
And we both did.
Sure.
But you didn't do anything to make me feel comfortable, and that's fine.
So anyways, I'll tell you. So let me tell them the whole point of this is that I was telling about my wife all this, and I'm showing the pictures, and she's laughing. She thought it was so great. And she goes, wow, he's like a road mom.
Right.
And that was it. You're the road mom.
I'm a road mom.
Yeah, I love it.
And then so we have this great week, and then this morning, right? Let's talk about that was great, right? I did great. Did I do great?
Yeah, it was
right.
great. Yeah.
Could I have done any better?
5 stars.
Other than picking you up myself.
Right. Yeah.
I did help you. How about that? I helped you.
Yeah.
With the super shuttle?
Yeah. That was great.
You didn't have a ride?
Effortless. Supershuttle.com. Check it out. $11 plus tip. You can do other tip and everything online. It's great.
Right. $11.68. But I gave him a little cash anyway.
I gave him 20%. Yeah.
I didn't do the math, but it's funny that you're the non-Jew and you did the math.
Yeah.
See, that's such a stereotype, and you did the math. I just did what was in my heart.
Yeah.
I said he was worth $2.
Let me talk Let me just give a quick shout out to one of my favorite Jews. I don't know a lot.
Oh, you have a list of favorite Jews?
I have one of my favorite Jews. When you say a list, it sounds really...
Because if you obviously have a favorite Jew, there must be a second, or you must have a least favorite Jew.
Well, if I say...
So the fact that you thought of us as Jews
my favorite
that you
Jew,
like or dislike is absolutely horrendous.
Rating.
You went from brisket as the second B word...
So,
and now you're a list of Jews.
It kind of works, though, doesn't it?
Go ahead, Hitler. Go ahead, Hitler. Ladies and gentlemen,
topical.
Matt Hitler Neff. Stop.
It's topical. I mean, there's all the Virginia stuff and all this psycho white people.
Right, go ahead.
Oh, my gosh. So, one of my favorite Jewish people is this guy named Rabbi, and this is serious, Rabbi Daniel Lapin. Have you heard of Rabbi Daniel Lapin?
Is he the guy that has that thing on the radio or whatever, the TV? He's like a famous guy?
Yeah, well, he's like one of Dave Ramsey's guys. He wrote a book called...
I don't know him.
He wrote a book called Thou Shalt Prosper. You should check it out. It's business and finance. It's incredible.
Okay,
Super deep. It's like a 17-and-a-half-hour-long book, audiobook. And everything is like Zen, just incredible, deep revelation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
it's fantastic.
One more time, because I stepped all over you. I was making fun. I didn't know
it's
for
okay.
the serious religious moment here.
No, it's fine.
I don't want to be.
Well, it's a book on business.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a book. Okay. It's a book on business, so it's good. But it's Rabbi Daniel Lapin.
How you spell Lapin?
Lapin.
Oh, Lapin.
Yep, Lapin.
Okay.
Thou Shalt Prosper is the name of the book. You got to check it out.
Thou shalt prosper.
And you can get it. I'll do another plug. I'm like plug happy today.
Go ahead, man.
Check out Entreneato.com.
Yeah.
ENTRENEATO.com. Yeah. Click on the Audible tab. You can get the book for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you have Audible.
Any Audible book for free. Sign up for a 30-day trial. Get the free book. You get to keep the book. You can cancel. You get to keep the book.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Even me?
Sure.
Sure. Is there a Jew discount?
I don't know.
Do I have to name my favorite Jew now?
Yes.
I don't have any. My grandmother, she passed away. Frida, may she rest in peace.
Frida, right?
We love Frida.
Frida. We had a moment. It was great.
If I had a list of Jews, she'd be the top of the list of my favorite Jews.
She'd probably be my favorite too.
Don Rickles just died. He was kind of a good Jew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many other Jews do you have on your list?
I don't have a lot. Steven Spielberg.
I thought you were going to say Steven Seagal. I'm not even sure if he's really Jewish. That sounds like a Jewish
Van Damme, he's a good Jewish.
Rob Van Damme, is he a Jew?
Yeah, he's
okay. That's 3.
He's got the chutzpah. He's got those roundhouse kicks.
All right, get 2 more Jews.
Oh Lord, this is.
Is it a test? Did we go dry at 3?
Yeah.
Is that your world?
I know there's a lot more.
Is that your world?
I'm trying to think of it's entertainment. There's a ton of entertainment.
We own entertainment.
Ben Schwartz, it's another author.
Okay.
That's Jewish, right?
There's about a billion Ben Schwartzes.
Okay.
That's like the generic go-to. That's
he
the
wrote.
default.
He wrote The Hard Thing About Hard Things. I do a business podcast, so
okay.
I read a lot of business books.
You want to plug your podcast one more time?
Yeah, it's been 30 seconds. Let's do it.
It's funny you said Ben Schwartz. That's like the Jewish default. You have a selection. Either click on custom or you go to Jewish default. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
There you go.
John Smith.
You get the stamp.
Yeah.
John Smith. For you guys, John Smith.
Yeah,
or Paul or whatever. Okay, so that's 4.
We're still going?
One more, 5. Come on, man. You're on the Dumbing It Down with Dave show. You mentioned Jews. I want to push you to the limit.
Man,
we're not going to have this opportunity ever again.
I know. I'm trying to think of...
I'm sharpening the axe as we speak.
Entertainment.
You're going to be circumcised. Have you ever been circumcised?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you didn't have a bris, though.
I don't even know what that means.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's a special
Brisket?
Jewish ceremony.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's where brisket comes from.
Tell me about that
From
sesame. Tell me about that crushed sesame. What's that called?
Oh, halva?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Jewish treats. I have 5 favorite Jewish treats.
And he told me about it, and it was great because I must have had the same reaction like all the other people do. He's like, you haven't had halva? I was like, no. And he goes,
what is it?
I was like, what is that? He's like, it's crushed sesame. I was like, oh. He's like, why does everybody do that?
I'm like, oh, crushed
sesame. Like, yeah, that's actually hilarious that, no, it
nobody thinks that it's going to get stuck between the teeth.
Yeah.
Nobody has any idea what that is, but everybody goes, ooh.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, like, you ever had croutons? Like, oh, yeah, it sounds good. What is it? It's like, it's actually just dried bread. Like, oh, that sounds good. Like, no. But it actually is.
How do you make that? You get bread, and then you get it dry. You take all the moisture out of it.
Leave it out.
And then you leave it out. You put it in a salad.
Doesn't take much.
Little oil and vinegar. And it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a couple of minutes left. We might as well go to the half hour.
Okay.
That was fun so far.
I'm loving it.
I have no other sponsors. Sometimes I take a breather break.
Okay.
How do you feel about breathing?
I love it.
Do you want to do some breathing right now?
Yeah.
Do you feel like a couple breaths?
I got to blow my nose.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go run and get a tissue?
Yeah.
I'll come back and then we'll do a breather break.
You keep talking.
All right. Well, here's what we're going to do, folks. You know how it works. Matt's going to go to the bathroom, which is about 10 feet to my left and to your right. And depending on how you're looking at your laptop or your tablet or your phone or your car. And he's going to go blow his nose. Well, that is part of the warm-up, by the way. Everybody knows that. So get ready. Clean your nose. Because, you all know what happened the first time I did this. I don't remember what episode it was, where I did a breather break, and that didn't go right. I did a breather break without thinking about it, because that's how I do my show.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, let's do a breather break. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. And my first breath, I didn't think about it. I had stuff in my nose. It's just... It was really horrible. It was a really authentic moment. I don't remember.
Awesome.
I'd like to refer to you what episode it was, but I'm sure it was in the first 77 episodes. So just listen to them all, and you'll hear
subscribe.
it.
You have to subscribe.
Oh, yes. iTunes. Thank you, producer.
Yeah.
Hey, finally, you did something right for the show.
Yeah, I tried.
Other than being self-serving.
We can talk about that, too.
Oh, yeah. The thing that you failed at.
After the breathe, we'll talk about
how
today.
I did all the great stuff, and then one chance you had to...
And then blew it.
You blew it. Okay, here we go.
Do the breathing. Okay,
You'll remember that, because I have no memory.
Okay.
All right. So here's what we do for the breathing exercise. So you don't have to... What do you with the hands on the hips?
I get my hands on my hips.
I don't know. We're going to stretch.
Jazzercise. Right? That's the thing.
6'4", man. This is scary. All right, you got a big wingspan there, buddy.
I know.
All right, watch that with the elbows. LeBron.
I don't know.
All right.
Larry Bird.
All right. Is he one of your favorite Jews?
LeBron. Huge fan.
LeBron the Schwartz. All right, here we go. Huge fan. Oh, yeah, because are you a Cavalier guy?
I'm not a sports
guy. You're not a sports. Either am I. All right. Neither is this show. This is about as athletic as we get. This is it.
Is the breathing?
Yeah, well, I'm driving and breathing, so it's even harder for me than most people.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. All right. By the way, we're pretty confident this is recording, right? Because if this didn't record, it would have been
It says recording right there.
I know, right? I know, but then I'm just nervous because we
No,
have
I
those
know.
stories about we forgot to hit record. By the way, great aspect, great feature of the Spreaker app.
Yep.
You know that you're recording because you see the bars and you see the word recording.
Right.
That's good, right?
Love it.
So
Love it.
that's a nice app. How do you like the Spreaker app? Looks
It's good, yeah.
You got some features here. We could have added over here some sound effects and
Makes
stuff
it
like
super
that.
simple.
Super simple, right? All right. Thank you, Rob Greenlee and the Spreaker support team coming in from Italy. They, nice to have met them. All right,
So
there we
good.
go. Anybody wants to get some podcast software, go to Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com, and they'll help you out. Tell them Dumbing It Down with Dave sent you. Tell them Dave sent you. Okay. So here we do. Here's how it works, Matt.
Okay.
We're going to take 3 deep breaths.
Okay.
The first breath, you go pretty deep, whatever.
Okay.
And then the second breath, you try to go a little bit deeper,
Okay.
right? And then the third breath, you really want to make it hurt.
Okay.
It's got to be a little painful. Believe me, you're going to feel better after that.
Okay.
All right?
I'm ready.
All right, warm up. You okay?
Is this real?
What?
I thought you were starting to cry.
Is that how I sound before I cry?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
You kept crying in your sleep, but you
know.
kept waking me up. I was like, what's that sound?
It's a whole weekend of crying. It's just the happiest time of my life.
Oh, was it happy?
This is as
Okay.
good
I
as
didn't
it
know
gets.
it was sobbing.
You have no idea what happens when I go home. I cry in the nude. That's the difference. Here I cry
way
when I'm
different.
dressed.
Yeah.
At home I cry in the nude.
And you bought this great, 1950s Leave It to Beaver sleeping
Okay, we'll get to
pajama
that.
pants. It's
Okay, anti pajama. We'll talk in a second. We already know you're anti-Semite. Now you're anti-pajama.
Well,
There you
you're
go.
projecting that. I don't know.
I am a little bit.
Maybe
okay.
numbering my favorite Jews is probably.
That was a bit.
I painted myself in the corner a little bit.
This is my favorite Jew. Wait a minute. Oh, so what about your 5 least favorite Jews?
Oh, geez, I don't even know.
Anyone dislike anybody from the Bible?
I
that
love
you like?
everybody.
Anyone?
I can't. I'm not allowed to unlike any
of those rock throwers.
Jewish God's chosen people. I can't.
Okay.
I can't get upside the man upstairs.
No, okay. Listen, I'm just, just in case you wanted to do a little confessional here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3 deep breaths. Ready?
Ready.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not sure how long you have to hold it for.
Feels great.
I don't know about
Feels
that.
great. I
You
love
feel
it.
good?
I do.
All right,
That
2
was
more. A
just
little
one.
bit deeper. A little bit deeper.
Okay.
Ready? Suck it in real good. Ready?
Okay.
All right, you guys breathing along at home? All right, this is it. In lieu of a commercial, this is what we do. Last one. This one's going to hurt.
Okay.
Really, to the top and then some.
Okay.
To the penthouse. Ready?
Okay.
And go. How do you
Awesome.
feel?
A little
You
lightheaded.
A little lightheaded?
Just a little
Are
bit.
you okay?
I think I did it that
Wanna
much.
drink
I'm
a
just
water?
going to bam.
You want some triple filtered water?
Yeah. Okay. It's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. So anyway,
Have you ever had Starbucks before?
well, not in the way that we did with you. I did
Okay.
with you, yeah.
So my drinks, grande iced coffee sweetened with cream.
I like how you
Sometimes
get so
I get a
intimate with
Ristretto
the-
shot.
the listeners.
I'm talking with my hands a lot.
Hey,
and
everybody. I'm a latte guy.
it's
Matt-neff here.
coffee at the talk. Let's talk about it. Coffee talk.
Coffee
Coffee talk. That works.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I get a grande iced coffee,
Right.
And I get Dave. He didn't know what he wanted, and he's like, I don't know, mocha, something chocolatey, and
chocolate, that's all I knew.
Whipped cream in a cup. You got that? Can you do like a little googly eyes with the smiley
Just give,
chocolate
me the whipped cream,
syrup?
just give me the whipped cream can. I don't
Yeah,
really
just
care.
it's really just carry the cup around because you have to fit in with all the hipsters here.
Yes.
So he gets a white mocha. If I get a white mocha, I get a canker sore because they're so sweet.
Right.
So if I have 1 or 2, canker sore city. It's gross. I'm sorry if you're eating. I apologize.
Yes.
But I had to blow my nose. I told Dave this week. I confided in him because we're good friends. I said I have this condition that whenever I eat, my nose runs. So I have to leave. So that's why I'm leaning over this thing, this little, I don't know, like entertainment center.
Oh, yeah, at the hotel.
At the hotel.
At the Dumbing It Down with Dave Studios. Yeah, go ahead.
Dumbing Down Studios, Suite 103. And so it's a thing called gustori rhinitis. And it's a real thing when after you eat, your nose runs. And if it's spicy stuff, forget about it, right? Forget
Okay,
about it.
it's real. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it. So that's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's super annoying. So
Can
whenever
you-
I eat, I have to go blow my nose a little bit.
You need to send me that thing you were just reading. That whatever that
Okay.
is. That's send it to me when you get a chance. Not
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We're
All
doing a
right.
show. Pay
Okay.
attention.
Okay.
All right. So where are we at? The part where you fail?
Yeah, so this morning, okay,
Just
so
minutes ago, by the way.
a little bit about me.
This is fresh.
Yeah, this just happened.
fresh pain.
I'm a little bit. So I'm a rule follower. I'm not a maverick.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm a
that.
rule follower. I don't I don't rock the boat. I'm a very passive person.
Oh.
I'm a pacifist for the most part.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I'm not like, but I read a book, another book plug, it's called Give and Take. I believe, by, I can't remember the guy's name, Adam Grant, Give and Take. It's another great book.
By the way, for our affiliates out there across the nation, we're going to go over 30 minutes.
Okay.
So
Okay,
we
we'll
won't
be
be breaking
quick.
for commercial.
Okay, great.
30.
I'm going quick.
All right.
So
No, it's okay. We got plenty of time.
Give and Take, Adam Grant, check it out. And there's 3 types of people in the world. There's matchers, givers, and takers.
Wow.
So you can
Matchers, givers, and takers.
Yep.
Wow.
So you can actually, I was a giver, but you can tend to be walked on. You can be in welcome mat.
Yes, yes,
So,
that's true.
So,
I know
and my
that.
name's Matt, but with 2 T's.
Okay.
So you see how it is?
Yes, right.
For me?
Gotcha. Good for you.
So, I really want this gig. Dave said, I'm looking for a producer, and I need somebody with some gumption.
Right.
He's a lot of like Jewish Yiddish words.
You're right,
today.
right.
Remember?
Something with chutzpah.
Chutzpah,
Right. Yeah.
gumption.
Gumption, I don't remember what else.
And whatever. So I said, okay, I got this, Dave. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So here's what we need. The conference goes till 12:30. We got to be done and out, but checkout's at 11.
Right.
So I said, let me bat my eyes at him a little bit.
Right.
Give some of that Northeast Ohio charm they love so much.
Northeast Ohio charm.
Yeah, it's
that
incredible.
we all know so much about.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of Italians in Youngstown, Northeast Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of
All right.
Italians.
Story.
Yep, it's another thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I go up to the front desk and I said, "Is there any way we could get hold our bags?" And the lady's like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." I said, "Okay, because we have this conference. It goes till 12:30. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you so much." So I'm just being very kind. So I go back to the snack bar or wherever
Right.
He's eating breakfast.
Cafeteria.
Right. And there's like
The Dumbing
1,000
Down with
people
Dave
in there.
Studios commissary.
Yeah, the green room. Yeah.
Right, the green
So I go back to Dumbing Down with Dave Studio green room, and I said, "Hey, good news. They'll hold our bags." And he's like, "Okay, that doesn't help me much because can you see if they could let us?"
Oh, you
stay?
said behind the counter. They
Behind the
hold the
counter.
bags behind the counter.
Hold the bags behind the counter. Win. This is great.
Yeah, for you it's a win.
And you go, really? How about if you see if we can stay longer?
Yes.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll try. I don't know why I did your voice, and I'm still doing it.
It's horrible.
Oh my god, I don't even know. So
It's gonna be like a flashback.
so I go back. Yeah. So I go back, and I said, "Oh, hey, is there any way I could we could check out longer, like a late checkout?" And she goes, "Well, the best we can do is noon until we charge you." And I was like, "That's all I needed." So I go to Dave. He's eating a scrambled,
My Egg McMuffin.
disc scrambler,
My-
disc shape, and.
Made
And
myself a nice sandwich,
I said, "Dave, good news, we got us noon." And he lost it. He thought that was so great. But it still failed horribly because
Wait, the way you
noon
said it
doesn't
though,
do anything.
you said, "I got noon."
Yeah. I was like, "We got noon." It was an hour. I negotiated 1 hour. So I'm still working on negotiation. I'm not there yet.
That's interesting. I didn't know about those 3 different things.
Yeah, I'm not ready for Shark Tank. So.
No, not at all. But so okay. So if we did something together, I think we could balance it out. You are a passive guy, yeah. But I think push comes to shove, I could sharpen you up. I could bring a little Brooklyn into you.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Because you would know what I'd want.
Right.
Yeah.
And so just some training, it's my
A little
first day
training
on the job.
Yeah, I would send you to all those Carnegie Mellon negotiation schools.
Right.
You'd be out there. We would both be benefiting.
Right.
If we did something.
But I
together.
do want to get a little bit more assertive, so I'm working on
good.
that.
So I'm good for you.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You hear that,
So-
America? I'm good for somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody likes me.
Yeah.
Somebody like me.
A lot of people like you. Come on. So
Okay.
so that was about it. That's about the week.
That
I'd
was
say.
it. Yeah,
It's been
there's
a great week. A
there's
lot
been-
of
there's a
great
lot-
people and
Yeah. Let it go ahead. I'm
no, it's fine.
I'm stepping all over
That's all I was going to say.
You're a giver.
Good people, just great.
Podcast movement.
Podcast movement.
We could do other
2017.
shows. There's a lot of other shows we could be doing about this. We could talk for hours and hours about the hundreds of people we met that were wonderful.
Yep.
Because we're all same but different.
Yep.
Everybody wants the same thing, to make their podcast better. Podcast Movement 2017 in Anaheim, California was a great place to go. I wasn't a fan of a lot of the breakout sessions.
Yeah.
But
dude, you talk about your go-to move. I don't know if that's a New York thing, a Jewish thing, a Dave thing.
What's that? The walking out?
Just the walking out, yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of sessions where I sat there, this is
A couple?
But let me tell you,
7 out of 8, I think, right? No?
I think I walked
Maybe
out of
not.
almost everything.
Pretty
but
much.
I walked out into the hallway, which for those of you who are podcasters, let me suggest to you, if you go to one of these conferences, you can make a lot of magic in the hallway.
Yeah.
A lot of magic in the hallway. And when we get off the air, I want to show you my move. I can't do it on the phone, but I have. Let's do it. It doesn't matter. This is my move. My son notices this. This is my pre-move, all right?
Okay.
When I'm at an event, all right, I'm going to try to describe it for you folks. When I'm at any event, and I don't like what's going on, I'll sit there, right? I'm like, oh, this is great. Oh, da, 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 da. All right? Because my wife and I went to see Rocky, the musical, on Broadway.
There was a musical?
I know, right?
When?
Doesn't matter. In the time of hell, right? When hell took over Manhattan and Broadway, Sylvester Stallone brought Rocky the musical. It's so great to not be in New York and not know this, because I had to know this.
Oh,
and my wife was like, "Oh my God, Rocky!" She loves Rocky.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. She likes that part.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 da. She's like, "Oh, let's go do a push-up." I'm like, "Okay, great."
Let's run up the stairs.
Let's run up the stairs that we don't have in our house.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we go to see Rocky the musical. So this is my move. I sit there with my left arm on my left, right arm on my right. I'm like, okay, da da da. And then slowly, as everything starts to suck, my left hand, not my right hand, my left hand will go up. So folks, here's what we're doing. My left hand is open. I'm bending at the elbow, and I put it right in my mouth.
Uh-oh.
And I start biting right here.
Oh no, that's a bad sign.
Okay.
Biting the inside of your.
I'm biting. I see
finger.
the teeth mark.
Yeah.
I go. And oh, Adrian, I love you, Adrian. And I'm looking. And I look to see disapproval. Am I right? And I'm looking. I start doing this whole thing. And I go, all right. And then here at the podcast movement, I did that. I said, wait. I go, wait. It'll get better.
Yep.
You paid. Wait. And I go, okay, I'm out. And I start zipping up my bag. I get my drink. I get my notepad, my pen. I start packing up, and I start saying, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I start working my way left to the aisle or right to the aisle, and I'm out. But that's my initial move.
And your son picked up on that?
He goes, yeah, every time.
And your wife loved Rocky. She loved music?
Yeah,
No?
she's so, not disoriented. She's so disillusioned, whatever the word is.
Okay.
She's like, there was no going wrong. But she agreed. There was... Oh, here's what happened. She agreed. No, it doesn't matter. Here's what they did at the end of the show.
Yeah.
There's a fight at the end where Rocky wins, or whatever. A draw. They bring out a ring. They move the audience around. They get people to stand up.
Oh, wow.
You got to move. If you're in certain seats, you got to move.
Wow.
They disrupt the whole entire show, and they bring out this boxing ring, and then they fake box, which is horrible. The whole thing
Now, was
was
Sylvester Stallone in this?
No,
Okay,
he hired some sort of not look-alike.
Yeah.
Anyway, not look-alike. So not sound alike, not look-alike, couldn't sing. It was horrible. The whole production was awful. There's a part, when Rocky runs along the river?
Yeah.
All right, folks, I'm going to do another visual that you can't see, but I'm going to describe it for you. Get ready to put your hand in your mouth. So this is a scene where Rocky does the running through the neighborhood with the fruit and all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is the guy on stage doing this.
That's it?
And there was some footage behind him of things. Folks, I'm just standing. I'm at the light.
Yeah.
I'm at the light. I'm keeping warm at the light.
Yeah.
So the guy's doing this, and then the part where he jumps rope.
Yeah.
He did this.
Oh, jeez.
I swear to God, with no rope, he did this.
Couldn't hire a dancer or something that's a professional.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. I have all 5 digits because I was like biting on my.
And is this like in the 80s, 90s?
No, this is last year, 2 years ago.
Oh man.
The 80s and 90s. He just had it on Broadway. It was horrible. That's my move. So now if you ever see me going like this, get me out of there.
Okay.
As my producer, make something happen for me.
Yeah.
Bring me joy.
Yeah.
Or I'll be biting your hand.
You bring you a juice box.
Juice, yes.
It's your Capri Sundae.
Thank you. That's how I would digress.
Pineapple mango, it's your favorite. Just drink this and just tap you on the head and you go to sleep.
We're going to get to the point where you start doing that, I'm going to smack you in the back of the head. Then you want real Brooklyn? I haven't made any physical contact.
I never said that.
You never said that.
I said, Dave,
That's
I
true.
want real Brooklyn. I'm like, no,
you never said
scary.
that. But that's where it would come to, me smacking you in the back of the head.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong? That's why I'll be yelling at you a
What's wrong
lot.
with you?
What's wrong with you, Matt? How many times have we done this?
What's going on?
I don't like Capri Sun, and I don't want a green straw with a yellow stripe. I just want a clear straw. I want to see.
Time to put your shoes on. We're grandma's.
Yeah, right,
Go.
right. I said, I want a clear straw, so in case you poison me, I want to know what it looks like.
Right.
I want to see what poison looks like.
It's a really short straw, though. I mean,
I know.
It's practically in your head. You don't
Right.
even.